Hey, what is going on, guys? Root of the Null here, come back at you with some more batch tutorials. Let's get the Windows command line fired up. I'll bring this down so you guys can see it, and I'll get Notepad++ ready to go so we can use that when we need to. Okay, now in today's video we're going to be taking a look at something that is called comments. And if you guys aren't familiar with the term, it's usually a programming term. A comment is something that uh, it does absolutely nothing. That's really all it is. What it is a comment that can kind of leave like a little note or notification for someone, specifically the programmer or anyone that's looking at the code. You can just sort of tell yourself what's going on here, what's happening in the logic, and how things are changing, and that sort of thing. Obviously, you can put whatever you want in the comment, because it's really up to the programmer's discretion, but all it does is absolutely nothing. In fact, your compiler, the interpreter, whatever it is that you're working with will absolutely ignore the comment to an extent. Batch is a little weird because it's just batch, but we are going to have to work with it. It's in fact there's a little bit of a questioning sort of thing going on in batch. Now, what I want to tell you guys firsthand, though, is that the command for a comment, I know that's a little weird. You're using a command for a comment in batch is called rem, or REM. REM, and that's all it is. So anything following REM is a comment. So like this is a comment. Rem. Anything can be put here. Now, obviously, you can see the prompt, and nothing is changing. Nothing is being outputted to the screen. There's no command that you're really running here because all it is a comment. It's absolutely nothing. If we go into our script editor here, our text editor, I'll create a script, script.bat. Go ahead and replace that at echo off, echo. This is a script. REM. This is a comment. Now, you guys might not be able to see this or not, but this is in green text, and this is Notepad++'s way of telling you that, yeah, this is a comment. This is something that the program is not going to see, but the programmer and people that are looking at the source code can see. But I still want to be able to take some of those words back, though, because batch is so weird. The fact that batch is a scripting language and it's using commands, when it sees rem, it actually is reading this bit right here and up until the end of the line. So what rem does is actually slowing down the execution of your program. So in some cases you may want to use rem, but sometimes you may not because it is kind of slowing your program down. But have no fear. I mean, there is another alternative that we can use, and that kind of works with our labeling system, that we were able to label things. Now, if we try that here, if we had a label, this, a label is pretty simple. I mean, it's all it is a name. It really doesn't change the code or the execution of anything, but it's still a label. So what if we accidentally use that label? The thing is, for some labels that it doesn't have to use, it'll just completely ignore them. But so, in our case, we'll normally put 2 colons, and this is considered a comment. But it's still a label, remember. This is a comment slash label. Now, when we run this script back in batch, this is a script, and see there's nothing else being executed or nothing else running because we have a comment here. But remember, it is a label. So if you had this anywhere other than the beginning of the line, normally you may have a problem with this because it's still a label and should be at the very beginning of the line. It's good practice to have even if it's not something you do. So but you still again run the risk of maybe the program may accidentally skip to that label. So you kind of have to be cautious when you're commenting in batch. But remember, a comment does absolutely nothing. It's a programming concept that most people know, and it's obviously common, and it's able to be seen in all languages: PHP, C++, Python, plenty of these things, because they don't really do anything, but they're just giving notification and sort of like notes for the programmer. So you have some options here, though. Remember, we have rem, which is actually, if you look at it here, records comments or remarks. That's where the rem comes from, a remark, in a batch file or anything else. So you've got a comment here, and you could still use a label with 2 colons. Comments here. So you do have some options here, guys, but remember, rem slows you down. This is a script, end of program, but this rem right here takes up some time. Obviously, it's just a little bit of time. I mean, on your high-speed computer, high-tech, awesome processor, high-tech, high-word, high-definition, high-quality, high-everything, high-clouds, whatever, it is going to slow you down. Maybe less than a millisecond, but hey, we'll put in as much effort as we can. Thank you guys for watching, though. This is pretty simple. A comment really is just a comment, and that's all it is. Thank you guys, though. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. I really like to know what things you guys are interested in, that sort of thing. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing with the series, whether you like it or not so far, whether there are some things you'd like me to cover, that sort of thing. And if you're willing, subscription would be nice. It'd be cool if you guys could subscribe to me, and that way you can see what I'm up to and when. But I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.